where you want it.
Bay 12, please.
Hello there, Ghostbusters fans, and welcome back to another Bay 12 video review. This is probably our first Ghostbusters review now that we're on our YouTube channel. We've done lots of Plasma Series collection reviews back when we were doing live reviews and other reviews on our Facebook page. And a lot of that stuff will get archived over at some point, so stay tuned for those reviews. But today we are reviewing the GameStop exclusive glow-in-the-dark slime versions of the classic Ghostbusters. So this is a re-release basically of the Ghostbusters crew from the first Ghostbusters film from Wave 1 of the Plasma series, and pretty much the same figures overall, just with green painted slime effects on them this time, and they do glow in the dark, which is also really cool. Another awesome set of figures. Now I know this is an relatively older set. These came out way earlier this year, but we were saving this review for Spooktober. It is officially Halloween season, so happy Spooktober, everybody. Hopefully you guys are enjoying Spooktober. We're trying to do a few more Halloween type or horror theme type reviews during this month, so we'll try to squeeze more of those in, and some of them will go in a little bit late into November, maybe even December a little bit, so just bear with us that. But hey, Spooktober should be celebrated year-round. It's one of the best holiday seasons of the year, in my opinion. It's a lot of fun, and yeah, I love spooky season. Who doesn't? Who doesn't love spooky season, right? So today we're starting off with my favorite Ghostbuster, Pete Venkman. And here he is in his packaging. They even did the little slime bits on the box. On the back, they talk about how they're glow in the dark. You got Slimer there. On the side, you've got that artwork that we've had on the previous Plasma Series figures, but in green instead of red, which I think is pretty cool. Overall, I like how they changed the box. I think that's really cool. I hope they do more slime editions at some point. I think that would be neat. And hopefully, we'll get the Ghostbusters 2 suits at some point. I think that would be really cool. So much like the regular Plasma Series release, he comes with his Proton Pack. Here we go. Comes with his Proton Pack, and he comes with a new energy beam, but this time, instead of having the blue or purple lightning effect around it, it's got this glow-in-the-dark green, which I like that. Overall, his face sculpt looks pretty great. Then they added the green paint for the slime. You got some green slime over here, on his pants, down here. Pretty awesome. Again, a really, really good face sculpt of Bill Murray there. Fully articulated, just like the other figure releases. Head is on a ball joint. Fully articulated shoulders, butterfly joints, upper bicep, double jointed elbows, wrist joints, waist, hips, upper thigh. There we go. Double jointed knees and ankle joints. You also have some nice green slime effects on the Proton Pack itself, and just like you could with the other Plasma series, you just put that on over, peg it into his back, come down around, peg the other strap in on the side right there, and now his Proton Pack's all attached. Let's go ahead and put that the gun back on. So we're just going to come down to the bottom of the Proton Pack. That just pegs in right there. Whip it around. Put it in his hands so he can light them up. After we, there we go. Put that back in his hand. bring out the other one. Put his other hand on the grip. And we'll go ahead and take this. It's a little hollow bit right there. It just fits on the barrel of his proton pack gun. And there you go. There we have Pete. Almost said Ray. Ray's the other one. Next up, we'll go ahead and do Ray. So here is Ray's stands. And he's looking pretty good. Again, similar packaging. It's exactly the same as the Venkman packaging, in fact, except it's got Ray on it. On the back, they showcase Ray just a little bit more out of the 4, and that's pretty much it for the box. It's not very different, like I was saying, from the other one. Now, the other difference between the slime versions of the Ghostbusters and the regular retail release from Wave 1 is they don't come with their individual accessories like each individual Ghostbuster had. Each individual Ghostbuster had a unique accessory. In fact, I think for some reason, and I don't know why they always put it with Ernie, but Zedmore came with the beam, and then Ray came with the goggles. Egon came with the PKE meter, and I forget what Pete came with. I know old Pete came with the cards. I forget what Pete came with. Maybe he came with the ghost trap. But all of them in this set come with the same accessories. They all just come with a proton pack with slime on it, and they all come with the glow-in-the-dark beam effect. Which is cool, because if you're trying to collect all of the same sets of the Ghostbusters, or all of the different sets of the Ghostbusters, being the first movie set, the Afterlife set, and now the Slime Edition sets, you get multiple full teams, including Force Ghost Egon, which was really cool. All right. Overall, figure mold wise, Ray is not all that different from Pete here. In fact, he might even have slime in the same exact places as the Venkman figure here. Same articulation. So I don't really need to go into articulation again. Of course, instead of saying Venkman, it says stands on his suit. Really good face sculpt of Ray there. Fantastic. And then, of course, you've got some slime on his face. But overall, jumpsuit-wise, okay. The slime effects on their suits isn't quite exactly the same. Some of the green paint splotches are just a little bit different, especially there on the sides of the leg. They have slime more or less in pretty much the same spots, but the way that the paint that it's splotched on there is just a little bit different. And they don't have slime splotches in exactly the same places. Like Ray has one here on his left forearm there, and Pete's forearm is clean, but he has it on his bicep, and Ray doesn't have any on his bicep at all. But if you look at the right arm, they both have it on their bicep and shoulder, on their right bicep and shoulder. They both have it on their torso a little bit. Now it's not quite, again, splotched on there the same, but they both definitely have it. And next up, we've got Winston. So there you go. There's Zedmore there. Looking really good. Again, the box is the same as the others, except it focuses on Winston just a little bit and says Winston on the box instead of Ray or Pete. I do like that the packaging is also pretty uniform when it comes to Plasma series. It is pretty nice. Now, Winston actually does come with the same accessories that his regular Plasma Series figure came with, because he came with the beam out of the 4 Ghostbusters and not the rest. Same articulation as the other guys. Same accessories as the other guys. Put on his proton pack here. Put his gun in his hands. There we go. And that face sculpt on Ernie, they've done such a good job on the face sculpts for the Ghostbusters, and Ernie is no exception. I love how they didn't even change the face sculpt. He's covered in slime and he's still smiling. I mean, well, I guess Ray wasn't really smiling, and Pete's kind of smirking, but Ernie is just straight up smiling. And I think that's funny that they didn't like give him kind of like a grossed out face sculpt for this figure specifically, or some kind of neutral expression at least. I mean, yeah, they didn't change really any of their face sculpts from the regular releases. Again, they just added the green slime, but at the same time, you know, I feel like he should have had some kind of grossed out face. Definitely not smiling. So there you go. Of course, it does say Zedmore there on his jumpsuit. Also has some green slime bits all over his suit as well. On the torso, right here on the left bicep, down here on his right glove, on his left thigh, a little bit on the right boot this time instead of the left. And even their proton packs, I didn't talk about this a little bit when I was comparing the other two, but even the slime effects on their proton packs, a little bit different. And that is also very appreciated. It's nice that they didn't just cheap out and just only swap the heads on these figures. And last but not least, we've got Egon Spengler, the nerd who put all their gear together. Again, similar box, except focuses on Egon on the back a little bit and says Spengler on the front, and that's pretty much it for the packaging here. And just like the rest, he comes with the glow-in-the-dark beam, a slimed proton pack. It's always like a little bit of a chore trying to get those proton guns in their hands, but once you get it in there, it looks really cool. Here is Egon all nice and close up. Again, he's got some more slime effects. He's just as articulated as the other guys. He's got a little bit of slime on his left shoulder here and his right shoulder and up on his upper torso, some down here, some on his right boot. So Winston and Egon have them on their right boots. Ray and Pete have slime on their left boots. He's got some different position slime on the back of his proton pack there. Just like with the other, it's the same head sculpt with the glasses without the lenses. It's weird. It's weird seeing his face with his eyes just kind of sitting there looking through these frames instead of looking through actual glasses. But despite that, despite them not, you know, molding in lenses this time, again, they didn't really update any of the molds with these. They just added some green slime effects and swapped out their accessories for the green glow-in-the-dark proton streams. I still think it's a really cool figure overall. And there you have all 4 of the classic Ghostbusters slimed up this time. Definitely a cool little exclusive variant release of the Ghostbusters. Hopefully Hasbro gets to some more of the other Ghostbusters characters soon, because overall we've had two full waves of Plasma series at this point, plus an exclusive waves and a couple of other exclusives here and there. And there's still a lot of characters we don't have from the Ghostbusters film. Plenty of ghosts and awesome other characters that I would love to see in the Plasma series from the first movie. Again, I would like to see the movie 2 suits at some point. I think that would be a cool set to do. And just, I don't know, more Ghostbusters characters. Hasbro's had this license for a minute now, and they've done some really cool figures with it, but there's a lot more to go. So hopefully they've got a few more waves planned for us very soon, especially since with the success of Afterlife, we're looking at possibly more Ghostbusters greatness in the future. Stay tuned for more of our Bay 12 reviews. Check them out here on our YouTube channel. Make sure you like and subscribe. Follow us on social media. And happy Spooktober, everybody. I hope you all have a happy Halloween season. We'll see you guys later. We'll see you another time. It's game over, man.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.